Okay, we might get a start. Thanks so much for sticking around. It's the final session for today. We've got a panel discussion where we're going to be exploring the, cutting edge developments in artificial intelligence technology. Artificial intelligence, as we, are fully aware, is fundamentally changing the way that we practice law and do business. The legal profession is certainly not immune to the constant march and encroachment of AI on the things that we do day to day. So what are the cutting edge developments in AI technology? And to answer those questions, we've got two founders of legal tech startups in Australia. I just want to introduce them to you first. Athol Berkeley here is the CTO and co-founder of Setify. Athol is plays the role of Chief Technology Officer at Setify, which is a client-driven facing technology using expert system AI to provide intake and induction services for family law and estate planning. Before starting Setify, he was a corporate lawyer at Allens, and before that he ran a video game development studio that was sold to EA Games. Joining him we have Adrian Cartland, who's the principal of Cartland Law and also the creator of A-Lira. Adrian was the 2017 Young Lawyer of the Year. I didn't realise you were that young, Adrian. But,
I just look old.
And worked as a tax lawyer in both top-tier firms and also boutique tax practices. He's known for his innovative advice and ideas and also his entertaining and insightful speeches. So please join me in welcoming the panel and we'll get cracking. Okay, so I'm not sure who wants to tackle this question first. We will, I just should say, we'll break down today into, three broad themes, and one will be the latest developments in AI technology, followed by, what we call the business of AI, and then finally the law of AI. There's three broad themes. But if we could kick off with our exploration into the developments, each of you in turn want to just answer this. How are you each using AI in your product or your business?
So I guess in terms of currently you mentioned we're using decision trees and expert systems. So the advantage of an expert system as opposed to other sorts of AI is that it's almost deterministic. So you know what it's going to say based on a given client experience. So as a lawyer, that sort of predictability and that reliability is very handy and very useful, because something that lawyers are very cautious about is a rogue AI going off and saying things to their clients underneath their letterhead that they might not agree with and that they might think is actually legally incorrect. So using decision trees and expert systems allows you to have full control over what's going to be said, and then we also apply a layer of sort of continuous learning and continuous analytics on top of that. So we can go back to firms and say, okay, you're currently using these sorts of questions, but based on what we've analysed from usage patterns over the last 3 months, it would actually be better for you to change these questions around or to ask the questions in a different way, and you might get better results and sort of maybe more fulsome data or less people dropping out of the process and so on. So in addition to a sort of very defined expert system, we've also augmented with a lot more sort of clever stuff at the back end.
And with customers using the Setify product, are they entering questions in natural language, or are they really answering yes and no or specific answers to set questions?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of sort of user research and sort of experience testing around that, and what we found is that people generally prefer to have options and to be selecting options rather than to type out, especially when you're on a mobile. If you have to type in, yes or anything like that, my children's names are David and John, it's not the best experience. It's sort of much easier to have buttons for the common options, also to know what the common options are. A lot of the time, when people are using a system like Setify, it's a system in family law and estate planning, they're often not sure what they should be asking. And it's a situation where people want to be guided, they want to be stepped through a process, and part of that is giving them potential answers. Here are the sort of common answers within other books if it's appropriate, but rather than saying, oh, just free form it, just tell me what you want to do. It's like, well, no, you're the lawyers, you tell me what I need to know, and we'll take it from there.
And Adrian, in your bio, I didn't really say what Ailira did, can you very quickly explain what the Ailira product is and what type of AI is running in her?
Thank you. So Ailira does two things: automates legal research and automates the provision of tailored legal information. And so we have a research version which does tax research, or we set up to search over documents, like a librarian that reads through things and finds answers for you, using natural language second level machine learning. So I'll just answer that first. So there's rules-based system, there is supervised machine learning, and then there is unsupervised machine learning. So go off and try and understand something. And so that the tax research, or the research version of Ailira, is unsupervised, in which you go over and read millions of cases, millions of pieces of information, and come to an understanding of the English language based on it. And so that way you can ask her very complex and detailed questions, and she will sort through and find, the exact paragraph in a document that you're looking for, if there is such a paragraph. We've used those algorithms to also build a consumer-facing version, which has powered the world's first law firm without lawyers. And so Ailira does automates simple estate planning and business structuring. And so we use rules-based systems for certain parts. It's, as Athol was saying, that sometimes people need some direction. And then we mix that up with supervised machine learning for understanding natural language. So because there are certain things that when you're asking somebody about this, would you like to know more, tell me about this, you can give them open-ended questions, certain types of things, open-ended questions, and they can then get back something that they want. And then of course we have our unsupervised machine learning, so we use all three.
Yeah, I mean, you're using the full stack, you're talking about machine learning and natural language processing. Are these technologies things that you've developed in-house, proprietary technologies, or have you leveraged the best of breed third-party technologies that do this?
We have a mix. We have a whole bunch of things we built ourselves. We have some patented search algorithms. We have off-the-shelf things. For example, we use some pieces of IBM Watson. If you look at current marketing campaigns in social media, I have their face, and I had my picture on a billboard in Sydney recently. So, like, there are certainly some absolutely fantastic off-the-shelf systems. Often, depending on what you're building, you want to build a stack of things. It's Watson, here's the things you made yourself, and here's some, we've got a dozen things on the stack. And then, underneath everything, there's always humans there as part of the stack.
And Athol, how about you, proprietary technology or leveraging third party?
Again, it's really a mix. It's sort of, you do take off the shelf what you can find that's fit for purpose, and where that runs out is where you have to start building your own product.
And in both of your products, it runs through a Q&A type of scenario to provide guidance or sometimes a declarative answer. And it's delivered via a website. Athol, yours is, from what I can understand, a bit more of a form-looking system. Ailira looks and feels more like a chatbot system. Adrian, how have you found clients responding to each of your products? Are they wary when they see a chatbot asking questions, or are they excited by this type of system?
So it depends on the demographics. So if you're young, it's very, you're a young millennial, it's a really common interface. If you're older, it's something that's unusual. What is interesting is that people do treat chatbots like humans. And so that works two ways. One is that they'll respect you, that they'll say, please, thank you. But secondly, they expect a human level of response back. So if you stuff up, they'll get angry very quickly. So you have to make sure that there is always this politeness. And it is important to set out that this is a robot, like Ailira has a picture. This is a robot. So it's what I've seen in our law firm with our lawyers, which looks like a normal law firm, except where the lawyer sits in the office, there is a screen, so people go and sit in front of the computer and they'll type into a chatbot. And I've had very unsophisticated people come in and use Alira, and they've been very happy with it. And they go, cool, I can get my route generated, I can answer questions, I can set up new business structures. And once they have that confidence that there is a chatbot there, this is how it works. You need someone to explain it. So we actually have a human in there who's there who will explain, this is what you do, sit down and chat. And once you've had that couple of, that social confirmation, then people are okay. You actually see this, I've got a friend who does robot demonstrations, and they'll go to a shopping mall and they'll have like some big fantastical robot, like an R2-D2 or something. And the crowds, they'll either stay back if there's no one around, or if there was someone up close, they will flock. So one thing that AI needs is that social confirmation. So once someone can see that this is how I do it, here's a human that's happy to chat with this chatbot, like I've seen my child chat with this chatbot, it must be okay. So we're at that beginning of just understanding how humans and robots or chatbots interact constantly. And I think in 5 years' time, it'll be, as passé as catching an Uber.
And Athol, with yours coming out away from, I guess, that chatbot interface, how have you found, or how have your clients, I guess, more importantly, found interactions using a system like Certify?
I guess it's sort of almost the opposite of Adrian's experience. A lot of our users are old. A lot of our, and when I say old, they basically mirror the national sort of age, sort of statistical expectations for people who are divorcing and people who are estate planning. So in divorce, the median age is about 42, and that's exactly what we see in our system. We have 25% of users over 50, just like the sort of standard national patterns. So we really see that Certify, because it's not trying to be a newfangled chatbot interface, it's much more appealing to the entire sort of demographic. It looks like a website, and pretty much the entire population understands websites, and they get what a website is. There's no sort of question about what will this do and what it won't do, because it's a very familiar interface. And I guess also because it's clearly not pretending to be a person, people are much more trusting of it. And that sounds a bit strange, but what a lot of our clients tell us is that they really like this impersonal system, this website asking the questions rather than a human, because they don't feel like they're being judged. They don't feel like they're dumb if they don't know the answer. They don't feel like any of those social pressures that people normally bring to an interaction with a lawyer or even just any other human. So people can answer questions about their assets, for example, without feeling like, oh, I'm actually quite rich here, I shouldn't be confessing this, or oh, I'm not really, I've got no super, I'm really embarrassed about that. People don't have those reservations when they're dealing with a simple website interface. So we found it actually, despite the sort of push towards let's make things more human, we're finding that being less human is actually really, really powerful.
Well, it's interesting, one of the presenters earlier in this session for Clevertar, so there's a research-backed chatbot which comes with what looks like, I guess, an avatar, almost a cartoon-based figure, which is quite clearly artificial, and their research says something quite similar in that when it's clearly not human on the other end, people in certain circumstances are able to be a bit more open about their interactions, and certainly applicable in the legal space. But stepping back a little
Sorry,
bit.
I just want to...
Adrian,
because I don't want to be categorised as being, I thought it was quite clear that Alira is a robot. And when you're chatting to her, it's chatting to a robot. And if you look, you can see there's buttons, which is obviously something a human can't do. So there's, and I have experimented with having open-ended questions, and people seem to be lost. Okay, so if you have something that does appear to that could pass as a human, people become undirected. It's a kind of unusual thing to be chatting with a lawyer through, or what seems to be a lawyer through text messages. What we do instead is being able to direct them and say, this is what you'd like, but being able to answer questions. Because the big problem when you're filling out a form is that there is information that you need. So, so the number one use for legal toolkits is to put them in your bottom drawer and not use them. Because what will happen is someone will come through and they will come to a question and they will go, what do I do next? I don't know. Now they might fudge it and screw it up. Or they go, oh, this is hard, I've got to read through a 60-page document, or maybe I need to Google the answer, and then they put it in their bottom drawer and don't finish it. So let me give you an example of how Lyra works. I had someone come into the law firm about lawyers, and she says, sits down and says, I'd like to do a will. So she tells Lyra she'd like to do that. Then Lyra asks her a question, who's going to be your executor? She says, I'd like my son to be my executor, but doesn't have to be a lawyer. Now, if she was doing this herself, either writing it out at home or has some kind of form, she would be stuck there. She would stop. Or she would stuff up. So but I said, no, you should ask Lyra. So she says to Lyra, do I need to have a lawyer as an executor? And Lyra says, no, comes back and says an executor can be anyone who is responsible. And then she says, is it right with my son? And I said, Lyra comes back with an answer. And then she says to me, she says, should my son be my executor? And I said, no, that's not a question for a robot. That's a question for a human, that's a moral decision. So now that's a question for me. Do you think, do you trust your son, or would you trust him to manage your estate? And she says, yes, I trust him absolutely. I said, there's your answer. So what we can do is by having a more free form, we are able to overcome those problems that stop people in the system. Because ultimately, all legal knowledge is out there. Like everything that I know as a tax lawyer is available online free. Why do I still have clients? Because no one wants to read through millions of pages of tax legislation and tax cases to find an answer. It's really boring. They want someone to say, this is the answer, like just to this very specific thing. And so instead of saying, here is a 50-page or 500-page document with everything that you need to know, which generally what we do is we'll create some guide to legislation or guide to an area, which is, it summarizes everything. It's very unhelpful. And so being able to use natural language programming to understand what someone is asking and then giving them the very specific piece of information that they need, that's where there's a specific utility.
And then just stepping into, I guess, AI as a broader application in the legal space, aside from your own businesses, where have you seen AI make the biggest impact right now, and any concrete examples that you give where it's really having an impact today?
I just talked to you.
Yeah, so it's now at a level where almost any area of law, especially any area of law where there are big corporations with money involved, there will be someone, probably 5, probably 10 people, providing an AI service for that area. And there are new ones popping up every week. Some of the really cool ones I've seen recently, so Google have millions of patents, and they've been working on a system which they've been using for a while now, where whenever they get sued by a patent troll or a legitimate competitor with a patent, they can then harvest their 5 million plus back catalogue of patents to find things that are similar. And similarly, if they want to or they can also find patents that they might have that their litigating opponent might be infringing. So at a very quick press of a button, they can pull out, it's like, well, no, here's 5 patents that we have that are already doing what you claim to have done, and here's 100 more patents that you're probably infringing. So, here's a really short idea of what you can do with your lawsuit. So that's one great example of how just being able to harvest and to process that information you already own can be done much more efficiently with AI.
Adrian, are you seeing anything particularly impressive today?
Well, there's plenty of legal tech startups, and I might push this question back to you, running your legal hackers, and if you've got a better feel than I do of what's coming out. But what I might notice is that the AI just infuses everything we're doing. I mean, we shouldn't overlook the small things, in our Outlook calendar. Like if someone invites you to something, if somebody sends you an email saying, I want to invite you, it comes up and says, hey, here, I think someone's invited you. Which is the equivalent of someone reading through all of your emails and going, oh, here is something I need to do. I need you to respond to this. Or you say, oh, please find attached, and you send it and it says, oh, no, did you forget your attachment? I mean, that's just two small examples of, but it just infuses everything we're doing. And I just want to make that point because I understand we'll chat on some legal questions about AI later, and it's important to realise that if AI, we shouldn't think of AI as this separate thing. We like to think of AI as being like another human for the reason that the largest part of our brains are designed to understand other humans. So when we see something, we anthropomorphize it. We see a man on the moon. We anthropomorphize our pets. We see AI and we imagine HAL 9000 or Terminator or Skynet. And it's human, but it's nothing like that. It's just a bunch of rule-based system or a fancy regression or some really cool maths. And it's totally not like that. And it is an ecosystem and an environment of things everywhere rather than some AI. So when someone says, "Oh, there's a rogue AI," so what does that mean? There's AI everywhere. I'm sure in your microphone, between the connections between the microphone and there was some AI running around. So.
Well, I mean, I've probably thought of AI in some respects being quite widely adopted for some years now in the e-discovery space. In technology-assisted review, it seems to be commonly accepted by practitioners and the courts as well. And it sort of leads to the next question around where do you think AI is just at its early stages? So just starting to make a bit of an impact, not fully baked, a little bit error-prone, but could potentially have huge impacts in the future when it gets it right.
So this is a timing question, and I guess it's building on perfectly from what Adrian just said. My sort of personal soapbox issue about AI is that a lot of people who are sort of not computer scientists view AI as basically anything that hasn't happened yet, like all of that like cool stuff in the future, and anything that already exists, it's like, oh, that's not AI, that's just Siri, she's so dumb. I once asked her, to what time my appointment was and she didn't know. That's not AI. But it's like, well, no, that's incredibly sophisticated. She can like understand your voice, generally convert that into a question, generally understand what that question means. Like there's all this stuff already here. I mean, Siri's a lot more complex than detecting a missing attachment, but we have a tendency, as soon as something is sort of in use and we can see that it's working, and importantly, we can see how we can break it, then we're like, it's not AI, because it doesn't work in all situations. I once said attached, but I misspelled it and it didn't pick it up. So I think it's really about, in terms of what's coming, sort of everything that's coming is sort of AI, and everything that's already here, we have a tendency to downplay it and be like, no, that's just an e-discovery system, it's not real AI. So I feel like the question is like, it's always going to be whatever's coming tomorrow.
Yeah. And for the people in the room that might be considering to start experimenting with AI, what are some, I guess, accessible ways to dip your toe in the water if you're interested in using some of this technology? What would be a good first step?
It's a sales pitch. We just pitch our product and say, go.
No, I mean, if someone is in a different practice and they're looking to develop some of their own AI,
They'd like to
invest in their own. Yeah, not develop their own, but
that's
use it in
a different conversation as well. Okay, so if you want to develop your own AI, you're going to need to really believe in it. You're going to need to quit your job and develop the next 5 to 10 years of your life into bringing something, knowing that you will most likely fail. If you're not going to do that, maybe try something that's a modest improvement in what you're doing. Maybe find some new technology. There's a lot of cool things. What I'd suggest is that you try out like a lot of cool things. There are some at the last Legal Tech conference we were at. I walked away for it, and there was neat. There's a couple of programs that were picking up clauses and inserting them into Microsoft Word. I was like, this is really neat. This is just going to, this is something that I've wanted for a while. It just really helps. That's sustaining innovation. You know, if you want to pick up something that automates some huge other part, like I'm not going to do my sales pitch. Have a look, try things out. Try to do it, have a trial, have a look, throw it away. Like if it doesn't work.
I think it's important to focus on what you actually need rather than having AI for the sake of AI. Look at your own practice, look at your own sort of department if you're in-house, and say, well, what actual problems do we have, and what's the best way to solve them? Because there are so many solutions in the world that are not even like present-day AI, let alone science fiction AI, and there are so many ways to solve a problem, and I think people should be thinking about like, what is the actual problem here, and how do we best solve it? And if you think, well, actually, we can't get rid of it altogether, so is there some way that we can sort of use computers? And then I would suggest look at what is out there that might do this already. So once you've got your problem in mind, start Googling, because there's probably 3 or 4 startups trying to solve that problem, and then quite possibly at early stages and wanting to get people on the books and get people using it, maybe beta testers, or else there's 5 companies already doing it, and you can take your pick and play it off against each other. So I'd really focus on what the problem is that you're trying to solve.
There are AI at the moment that can write letters based on specific instructions. They can read documents and make comments on them. They can take information from clients. They can find documents. A lot of the work that you would give to a junior lawyer, there are extant AI that do it at the moment. When you look at the different parts of your job, what do you do as a lawyer? I go and speak to the client. Okay, I take down instructions. I draft a document. I send it to someone else. I get correspondence backwards and forwards, and then I take instructions. It's like there are AI that do all of those things right now. They do it generally in a very small, narrow way. Now the thing is each of those are going to take that small, narrow piece and exponentially expand. But there is a huge amount of the law that can be automated just with today's technology. So not even saying, we have to wait for the unknown artificial generative intelligence and how will come along and we'll have some robot sitting next to us. It's like, no, we don't need that. We can, using today's technology, we can probably automate about 80% of the law.
And Adrian, just sticking with you as we move into this other theme, I guess, around the business of AI. I mean, you run a law practice, so just not for yourself, but for other law practices, how can AI improve the profitability of your law practice?
So there's 2 types of ways you can have it. So first of all, you can have something that takes your practice and reduces some kind of cost or improves it in some way, and that's kind of something that's sustainable. So for example, Lyra can help you reduce your time doing legal research. That's great. Or there's document automation, or there's you can use Lyra to triage clients and generate documents for you. Then there are ways that are totally different business models. So when you are automating directly client-facing things, automating types of law, automating answers, that's something that's quite scalable, and that changes it from being I'm a lawyer and I can only bill by the hour to I'm a lawyer and however many people chat to a lawyer on the front of my website and answer questions and generate a document and I get paid for doing nothing. That's a totally different shift.
And Athol, with your law firm clients that are using Certify for their family law practice or their wills and estates practice, are they reporting back to you that it increases their revenues and profitability?
Yes, and in many different ways. So just sort of brief background, our philosophy is to gather instructions and walk the client through sort of the background of their matter and sort of the fact gathering side of things to prepare them for a first meeting. So we provide sort of conversational feedback on the way that we don't sort of step into the territory of like, here's what the property split's going to be with your spouse. So we're very much about guiding people into an interaction with a lawyer. And it improves profitability in so many different ways. So one firm went live 2 weeks ago, and then called us up and they're like, "You got to take this down. We're getting too many clients. You just have to put a pause on it. Too many people coming in." And that's a factor of people coming to our website, but like not often engaging. Whereas with Certify, they start asking questions, they start getting information before they know it. They booked in an appointment, and that firm had to actually say, "That's enough for now. Let's put the brakes on for the moment." And there are many other ways that it looks like around client pressure.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple minutes for a couple more questions, but I mean, taking that a little bit further, if a non-law firm is using your system, for example, if they might be in financial planning, they use your will creation workflow in order to create a will. So if non-law firms or lawyers are using AI to answer legal questions, at what point does that become the practice of law in a technical sense?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the best person to answer this would be Adrian, because if he's got this law firm without lawyers, like how are you handling your liability?
So let's just break this down. First of all, you have to answer the question: is Google giving legal advice? Yes or no? So once you've answered that question, then you can move on. And is LexisNexis or Thomson Reuters, when they provide you a textbook, is that providing legal advice? Now, so that depending on how you answer each of those questions depends on where you go. So let's say you take the most restrictive view. You say that providing a textbook or Google itself might be providing legal advice. And I don't think you can take that view. There has been plenty of cases on legal publishing and the courts themselves publish. I don't think you can just say providing information generally is legal advice. There is a distinction there. Where I think, but I think if you were, say, a financial planner and you are reading off a statute, adding a human in there creates that giving legal advice. So now to directly answer your question. So if I had, say, a system that generated a will or some advice or some answers to something, and it gave it to a non-lawyer, and the non-lawyer prepares it in some way or gives it to them, they have suddenly they have given legal advice. I think they'd be breaching the Legal Practitioners Act. Now, if someone Googles something, I would say that Googling, because you are searching, you are finding information that is already out there. So I don't think that constitutes giving legal advice. Now, everything that I do is much less than what Google does. So until you take on the Law Society's take on Google, I sleep quite well at night.
But to challenge that, so you spoke about the person who came into your office, was chatting with a lawyer about preparing a will, visualizing executive deed, etc. Just to give us some context, what happens at the end of that process?
They generate it themselves.
They generate the will themselves.
So just like you can go to a legal, you can buy stationery. There's a long line of cases on what constitutes legal stationery, what constitutes what constitutes someone doing things themselves. So what a LIRA is in drawing down to that part is they are entering data into fields, and a LIRA compiles their own document. There's no humans in there.
No, but so do they actually have a will? So it's you're imagining it's like a will kit on the one hand, and rather than filling it up themselves with no context, whenever they get stuck, they ask a LIRA. Is that how it works?
So yes, what we have then is you have multiple pieces, and I explained this before. We have one, expert systems, which are decision trees. Two, we have supervised machine learning, which does question answers. And three, we have unsupervised machine learning.
But going away from the sort of behind the scenes, the user experience, they go in, they type they receive questions from a LIRA, or do they just, because what we're getting at here is, if they walk into a law firm, ask a few questions, provide a few answers, get a will, be very clearly provision of legal advice.
If you're speaking to a person.
Yes.
So if you, let's put your question another way. If I have a form, and I have Google on the same page, do the two together constitute legal advice? Is that what you're saying? Because, so what we need to think through is, because if you said, yes, it's really simple, I just break it earlier up into two pieces, like this is, so what you could do is unless either of those pieces constitute legal advice, together, they're exactly the same things. It can't become the sum of all its parts. Although there is a really interesting question, and now let's get on to where I think is the interesting part of legal ethics, is that do we create new questions? And I think that there is a very real question of what if something convinces a person or is reasonably perceived by a person as being humanoid. So what if I had an AI that could pass a lawyer Turing test? That is, instead of passing itself off as a human, it passes itself off as a lawyer, which might be depending on if you want to make a joke, you could say it's the same, or you could say there's a difference there. But what if there is? But if someone truly believes that they are speaking to a human, or even at a lower standard, they treat it as though that's a human. Now there is no technology out there that I'm aware of that can pass such a test and convince someone that it has that ability. But would there need to be some set of regulation? It certainly wouldn't fit into our existing legal tech regulations. And what I think that there is a problem of taking our existing regulations is that there are new problems that come up. I think this is a problem that needs to be considered. So what if two people can Google material? So if I'm the plaintiff and I'm the defendant, at one point, that they're clearly a lawyer who would not act for them. And if you go into Google, they would each use those resources. But what if there was an AI that prepared documents for both of them and was very human and appeared to be very human, and they considered it as if they're lawyer? They would a person be conflicted or consider that it would be inappropriate for their AI to also be working for the other side? So I think there are totally new legal tech questions that need to be raised.
Yeah, and I'm afraid we're probably out of time this afternoon to raise those. If we have any quick questions from the audience, I do want to give you guys the opportunity to throw some our way. Yes.
Regardless of whether the program or computer seems human or not, you're the designer of the program.
Yes,
so
correct.
let's assume it's a will.
Yes.
And you forget. What if you forget there's a glitch in the system, you don't ask a question which is really important?
Yes.
For example, the person who witnesses the will shouldn't be a beneficiary. So something like that. If you've designed it wrong, surely you're liable.
If someone draws a legal will kit themselves, is the legal will kit operator liable?
If there's an error in the program design.
If there is an overarching error, I would see that there would be some liability. But I mean, so lawyers only do a small fraction of legal work. I just want to say that as a statement. Say that again. 99% of legal work is not done by lawyers. As we go about our days, we make legal decisions. We consider legal issues. We see the speed limit sign and go, should I break it? How long should I park here? We make legal decisions constantly, every day, and it is only a small percentage of high value, very important, contentious legal matters that lawyers deal with. So when we say, oh, what if something is wrong? Should there be liability? With what happens if the local council has put the wrong sign on the street? Is there liability for the person who did the sign? Is trace through it. I mean, to what level? Millions. If you're the guy who puts the street sign up, what is the level? So we should think through. We should not assume that everything, that just because we like to anthropomorphize and think of machines as like being human, that they actually are, because they're not. And there are all of these systems all around us and have been for a huge, for a long period of time. I mean, there has been legal stationery for hundreds of years. Now, if you're a producer of Thomson Reuters, so you're a legal publisher, and you publish a precedent that's wrong, surely you can be sued.
Okay, well, I think we're about out of time, so thanks so much to Adrian and Athol, and thank you for coming. I think I do have some final housekeeping at the moment to run through, but well, we're out of time, so I think I'll let you go, but thank you guys for the great discussion.